the UN, these are important bodies, right? All these international bodies. And I'm just thinking too that David Seymour wrote to the UN official who was doing his job, I guess.
And this is one of those moments that really does feel like talking to Uncle when you just come back a bit.
And said, as an Indigenous New Zealander myself, I'm deeply aggrieved by your audacity in presuming to speak on my behalf of my fellow
I'm sorry he's withdrawn that letter because he had no right to write it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a bit rich, that he wrote that, given you're the Minister of Foreign Affairs and a Māori.
Well, we all know that, but you people have sort of carried the narrative, and my answer to you is...
Who's you people?
Watch the space and you'll be far better informed when it's all over.
So this is classic Winston, like, I'm not going to tell you anything, but I promise you when I do, it's going to be really important.
The Prime Minister seemed to agree with him. So are you all on the same page?
Again, watch the space, and when it's all over, you'll know what happens, and you'll be pleased that some people with experience do know what they're doing in this job, and that some people are learning and hopefully are going to be more improved in their future behaviour.
Yeah, no, I mean, you were all about diplomatic credibility, so that was a bit of a hoo-ha, wasn't it?
There you go, Uncle. Have a bit of a laugh at the end. The next clip as well is very much Uncle. Maybe we'll just roll straight into the next clip, Chewie, because we had quite a big chat about the last one.
Can I just say one thing real
Yep.
quick, just about Moana? I've said this before. Moana has a really interesting interview style. Mm-hmm. Like her interview with Shane Jones. I've said this before. I will continue saying it. To the best of my knowledge, Moana is the only person that's really got behind the facade of Shane Jones. The theatrics, the hyperbole, all of that stuff. She just basically gets him to admit that it's all an act. And I think you'd agree with me here. Winston would have to be the most challenging person to interview. His prickliness, his cunning, his aggressiveness with interviewers. It's pretty intimidating.
I find it fun. I mean, I've probably interviewed him 10, 15 times. And one of the problems is it is fun. And if you're not careful, you can get sucked into the game. And even in this interview, my last clip that I've got to play for you it's titled, He's Funny, It's a Problem. Because the bit right at the end, I laughed out loud when he said it. He took the piss. Yep. He's funny. He's entertaining. But as someone just said in the chat that I put up, there is a decline going on there. And it's a bit the same, like I say, as my dear old dad. My dad had a great sense of humour, but when he got to the point where he was just 1 or 2 steps beyond being 100% there, and I'm not saying, he was shitting himself or anything, but it was harder to find the line between what is funny and what is appropriate. And some things that were said to be funny came out as like just not appropriate or mean as well. And that's when I say I can hear my dad and Winston. That's what I hear.
I see it literally every day in my job. And it is you get to that sort of 70, you see a clear decline in people.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but you do see it.